Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Had to hit the opera on you knuckles. Now I'm confused. Maybe I'm slow. You know, I am very confused. I'm very confused. First, what's going on? What is he saying? All right. I'm confused. Okay. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I don't get it at all. So basically, I'm trying to think. Are you a Muslim or are you a gangster? Like, are you trying to bring peace or are you trying to show the peace? You know what I'm saying? Like, which one are you? Like, I don't get it. It's like, I don't get, were you sneak dissing? Because how I took it as you was sneak dissing. And then you had your little babies in the back, the little munchkins, who look like they need to be going to school right now. But yet they trying to be all hard and everything. They trying to be super thugs. Look, man. Being a man is admitting when you're wrong. Being a man is handling the responsibility of what you did. Being a man is, if you dish something out, you have to be able to take it back. You're going to have to take it coming your way. And it's not a lot of men. It's a lot of trolls on here. And to me, Captain Jack is borderline troll. I mean, I just don't get it. I mean, you're trying to show, first you're trying to say you love your brother, then you diss him. Now all of a sudden you're trying to show that you got goons or something, or you got people around you that's ready if you give the word to go. It's like, dude, you not built like that, bro. You not a boss like that. If you were a boss, Stephen Jackson, you would have had Kwame Brown on your show, like today what Kwame Brown did with Devin George. He had an open open dialogue to talking about how they can help those who have been convicted felons, how they can have a house or basically get a place to stay, a place to sleep, which would then help the kids because their parents will be covered, where their kids won't have to come into a dysfunctional household. Like, why didn't you talk about that? Why aren't you talking about the programs to help the kids or help those you need to help? I know why. Your master said don't say nothing like that. Your master wants you continuing to show the lower chakras, which are your anything below your waist, which is your lower chakra. That's what they want you to operate on. Kwame Brown is operating at a higher chakra. His higher chakras are kicking in. He's not thinking with his lower extremities. He's not trying to have a piss contest with you, Jack. The point is to show that you are what he said you are. You're a fake thug. And you are. It's okay, you want to be a thug. But dog, when you're getting millions of dollars, you're not a thug. You're not a gangster. Me, I go to work every day. I'm not finna come on YouTube talking about I'm gangster. I'll slap any one of you motherfuckers. I'll slap any one of you motherfuckers right now. No, that's not how it works. We're men. I'm past that. And I never grew up around that. I never wanted to be in a gang. I never wanted to march or do none of that pledging shit. I pledged to my allegiance, which is to God. I put God first. Everything else falls in line. I don't believe in religion. I believe in God, and I believe in the original religion, which is the Hebrew Israelites, the people who were, of course, I think they were the creators of the original religion, but that's another story. I may have got that wrong, don't quote me on that. But my thing is this: if you're Muslim, why are you coming off as you want to do something? And to me, I felt you sneak this Kwame Brown, which I thought was disrespectful. You're showing your guns, and I think you showed guns in one video. I'm not sure. I might be mistaken, allegedly, guys. I'm not sure. But you were out here showing off your people behind you, talking. I think he was talking about guns. I don't think they showed guns. He was talking about this and that. It was so much chatter in the background. It was like, come on, man. Jack, you should have apologized. What I said, what you should have done was brought him on the show. You should have apologized for what you did. For all the years that y'all been dissing. And the thing that you're not understanding, you were a former teammate of his. You were a former teammate of his. And you had the nerve to talk to him like that. That's like me talking about Carcino like, man, Carcino ain't nothing, man. F him, he ain't nothing. When this man gives me shout outs, he allowed me on his platform when he doesn't have to, you know, we cool. Like, I would never ever say, I don't care how many subs I get or how much or how long I'm in the game, I would never put myself above Carcino, because that's the reason I'm here. Is because of what he was putting out that inspired me to put out my own stuff. But that's sneak dissing to me, dog. You don't sneak diss those that you're cool with. Me and Carcino done had a talk behind on the StreamYards about the job I'm at and everything. And I would never go and then sneak diss him and talk bad about him like you did to Kwame Brown. It's just disrespectful, dog. That's like me doing that. I did that one time. I tried my brother that way. I did my brother dirty because I couldn't stand his own wife. I couldn't stand that. I couldn't stand her at all. And basically I said some things I shouldn't have said about the situation we were in, and he was pissed off he didn't invite me to his wedding because of something I said. But I apologize. I came like a man. I knew my mistake. I apologized for it, and I was sincere. I didn't read no damn letter like Charlemagne the Fake. I didn't come braggadocious talking about, you know how I'm built. That ain't had shit to do with it, Jack. You a grown man. Own your mistakes. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I've made mistakes before. I own it. I own mistakes, whether it was my fault or not my fault. If you apologize, that could open up so much dialogue to keep going. Now, I can't help those who want to be super thugs. If they want to be super thugs and claim that you don't know me, you got to know somebody just to get validation, then that's stupid. That's retarded to me. To me, you're validated because you validate yourself. You know who you are. You know what you're built like. You know what you do every day, all day, any week, any month, any year. You know what you are. And for you to come like that, Jack, you keep taking L's. And nobody's talking about basketball. If you want to talk basketball, you were the better player than Kwame. You were. But to me, I'm going to be honest with you. You started out your career in a better situation. You were in San Antonio with a structure. You had a structure. You were able to play your game. You were able to play within the system that enhanced your skills. Kwame came into a team that the guy who was the owner, who was now playing, Michael Jordan, did not want him. His career to me is an incomplete. But he played 13 years. He wouldn't have played 13 years, Jack, if he was a bum. It's just facts. So you were talking about something that is that is so stupid and don't even need to be talked about. And then you were acting ignorant. You doing what the master wants you to do. Show that you a thug. Show the negative. Because that's what they promote. They promote negative. They don't want to promote the positive, because then it'll be too many blacks running their own business. It'll be too many blacks succeeding. They don't want that. They want blacks to be pimps, hoes, drug dealers, rappers, entertainers. That's all we are, is a sing and dance. All we are court gestures. That's all we are to them. And that's what you showed on that goddamn tape. I know where you from. You from Port Arthur or Beaumont, one of them, but you a real dude. We know you're real, but what does that got to do? It's time to grow up, Jack. You damn near 50, bruh. You damn near 50 trying to stunt. That's what little niggas do. That's what young niggas do. That's not what you do, bruh. That's like me going out stunting. Like, yeah, man, what to do? I got this watch, nigga. I got this chain. I got all this stuff. That would be counterproductive. That would not work. I'm moving backwards. You are too intelligent to be doing this stupid stuff. But hey, you got to do it because your master told you to do it. We gonna start calling you Steven, nigga. You is Steven off of the Django Unchained. You is Samuel Jackson's character. That's who you are. That's who you are. You nothing but a servant. You claim you Muslim, but you don't act Muslim. And then you out here just acting a buffoon. You guys was throwing slick shots at this man. All you had to do was apologize to him, Jack. He even said it. He just didn't like your buddy Matt Barnes because he just feel like Matt ain't built like that. He feel like he's one of them light ass niggas they used to whoop back in school. And he is. He's one of them soft ass light skinned niggas. He is. He tries to be super tough. And he tries to beat, and I tell people all he did was beat up Derek Fisher. I told my brother that. I told my big brother Germ now. I'm like, dude, all he did was beat up Derek Fisher. What get his nigga stripes? Stephen Jackson ran into the stands. And then got ran over by a car. All his teeth gone. Had to get a whole set of teeth. Always the rah-rah guy. Always the jump out of head guy. And that's dangerous. You gonna jump out of head at the wrong one, and that's gonna be your life. You better look at what happened to a lot of people who did that back in the day, who always was the jump out first guy. Until that one day he jumped out first, that nigga ain't make it to see a second. And that's facts. You trying to be hard, dog, and trying to be gangster, dog, that's not cool. And then you trying to talk about Muslim and all this stuff. That's not cool, dog. You being two-faced. You playing both sides of the coin. Nobody respects that. Kwame Brown today, and if you guys have a chance, go subscribe to Kwame Bust Life. He's on there with Devin George. They're talking about renting out homes or finding homes for people who are first-time felons. And then they were talking about the program Devin George did. If you don't remember Devin George, he was a member of the Lakers. And he was there when Kwame was there as well. So for years, you guys, including Stephen A. Smith, have torn this man apart, saying how bad he was, how trash he was, but he played 13 years. But you guys never dissed the other guys who were #1 picks or any other guy who was a bust in the draft. Majority of them dudes was white and black. But you don't mention that. And then you were the one saying you couldn't stand Stephen A. Smith, right? Why is Stephen A. Smith all of a sudden calling your name out, giving you a shout out? You and Stephen A. weren't cool at first. You said on where Allen Iverson was on there. You said that you didn't like his ass. That you can't stand him. That shows how two-faced you are. And now he's defending you? Where they do that at? Oh, because Massa told him to. We see through the bullshit, Jack. And it's time for you to get your shit together and start with this cockamamie bullshit. Because that's all it is. It isn't helping us. All it's doing is tearing us down, and it's not showing an example to the youth that grown men could have a disagreement and then work it out. Me and Chappelle Hannon. Shout out to Chappelle, man, from the Bay. Real ass dude. Me and him had a disagreement. We went at it. I went at it because I felt like he was a LeBron fan who hides when they lose, but when they win, he comes out of nowhere. But we got past that. He done cracked jokes on me. He done called me the JYD because I had my bandana on. He done called me, he done joked on me and everything. But you know what happens when he got on the panel? He listened to what I had to say, and I listened to what he had to say. It doesn't matter if you're rich, if Kwame's rich and you super rich. Come on, stop it. First of all, chill with that super rich. You still got a job. You're still getting paid. You're a worker, nigga. So the moral of the story that I was trying to get to before I just went left, Chappelle and everything, and me and him talk, and we talk. We have legitimate conversations because we're men. That's what men do. Chappelle probably grew up rough and tough and had to work. Me, I didn't. I grew up with a silver spoon in my mouth. I grew up in the church. And I grew up in doing school, and I did music. All the people I hung around, I had to fight them. We had to box each other. We used to put the gloves on and had to box. So I learned how to be tough from my brothers and my cousins. Majority of them are hood. They straight out the hood. Some of them are from the streets. It's two different things, streets and hood. But they always used to beat my big ass and tell me, look, you need to get your ass right. Because if you lose, you're going to have to fight us after you lose. That's just point blank, period. That's nothing out of a movie. That's true story. Like, I would have to fight them if I lose. So I had to get beat up. My dad had to beat me up to let me know, look, man, you tougher. Don't let nobody get on you, because I was soft. He snapped me out of it and said, boy, get out of here. You know what to do. I've lost fights and I've won fights. I'm not the baddest motherfucker out here. I'm not the strongest. I'm not the prettiest, man. I ain't the best at everything. I'm not. I just work. I just work hard and do what I do. I stay in my lane and do the best I can. And what I saw today was a grown man who's older than me, who's a guy I look up to. I always looked up to Stephen Jackson. And for you to be looking like this and basically don't know how to sit down and conversate with Kwame like a grown man, it's just downright pathetic, man. It's real pathetic. It's real pathetic. You are better than that. You're better than that. You're better than that. You are way better than that. And you a cool dude. Me, I never walked outside trying to be super tough. I wasn't. I walked outside having fun. If I could play a game of basketball or talk sports or whatever with anybody, or if I was outside with my dad, I was cool. But Jack, you don't have to put on a front like you're putting on, man. You don't. You don't have to. And I understand, man, it's tough. Because you still want to show, look, man, I'm tough, I'm tough, don't run up. But at the same time, Jack, that's done with, dog. Me, I'm at an age, somebody be like on the internet, nigga, I'm finna run up. I be like, go ahead, because I'm going to be asleep. You going to be looking dumb outside. I'm too damn tired, dog. I work too much. I do my other side hustles. Man, I'm tired. I don't have time for that. That's that foolery. That's foolery. And that's something that you have to understand is that, dog, just be yourself. I'm myself. I've held guns before. I done held a chopper before. I done held a shotgun, a 9, a 45. I done held all that shit. That don't make you nothing. That don't make you real, dog. That don't make you tough. Shoot, you seen the dude on Lottery Ticket when he punked Damon, he said, go ahead and shoot. I knew you was a bitch. He had the gun in his head and was scared to pull the trigger because that man put fear in him and he didn't need a gun. So that's what I'm saying. Kwame Brown is that guy. You Terry Crews, dog. You are. You should have smoked your 2 blunts and then call them up. Y'all talk like men and call it a day. I done had a talk before with people, man, that we had a disagreement. We solved it, but we never were cool after that. But we solved it, but it's like we talked. It wasn't no fighting. It wasn't no BS that was finna transpire. And it wasn't. Me, I've always tried to stay away from the fighting and things like that because that doesn't solve nothing. All it does is you have hurt, you'll have a messed up hand or fist, you'll be bruised up and you got to go to the hospital. That's another bill. So what I'm saying is, I know I done went into a long soliloquy. What you got to do is, man, you have got to wake the hell up. You a man, dog. Go talk like a man. Stop being a fake gangster. You're not gangster, man. You make too much money to be gangster. Gangsters aren't millionaires, dog. Gangsters are living from product to product. Day by day. They're living like that. They don't have 5 or 10 years down the line where they straight. No, they got to get it now. And I done been around them guys before. And them guys told me, man, HD, don't do this shit. Don't be in the streets. Don't do none of this shit. Don't do none of this shit. Get your education, do what you gotta do. And it's the truth. And I'm finna put my degree to use, man, because I'm tired of working these 9 to 5s, man. Just facts. I'm gonna put my degree to use and do what I have to do. I'm in a better space now, which I'm happy. And I'm just trying to keep putting content out. But that was a weak move by Stephen Jackson. And I felt like he went the way that Kwame knew he would go. And everybody knew he would go. It's sad because we all like Jack. We all watched him play basketball. He's a guy who has your back. If he's your boy, he got your back. He's a down dude. But it's like, now it's like, dude, you trying to act super tough. Like, for what? You're not a thug. You're not a thug at all. You a man. You have children. Your children are looking at you talk this type of stuff. What you think they gonna do when they get older, Jack? They gonna do the same thing you talking about. Come on, bruh. You gotta smarten up. You know, you got to. You know, I know your feelings hurt. You know, I know you pulled your card. It's cool. Wipe that card off, put it back in your back pocket, move forward. Have a conversation with that man, apologize. Now, Matt Barnes, I don't know what to say about Becky with the good hair, because I think Kwame knocking that nigga out on sight when they see each other. So, I don't know. I don't wish for that. I hope they don't, but he gonna have to see my dog Kwame and shoot him a fair one. Facts. Thank you for listening. I'm out. Deezy.